Oh shit, I should have messaged him, shouldn't I? Oops. Somebody tweet at the night, let him know I'm on YOUNOW now. So he should come online. I gotta find a nice little area I can chat. You know, I'm in my usual broadcasting space, everybody. What's up, Ishmael? What up, brah? What up, brah? What's up, everybody? I'm doing good. I didn't get much sleep last night. Not for any good reason. But, I don't know. Like, Saturday's pretty bad for me. It's always, like, very grumpy Akasan, basically. I want to check the game section real quick, and then, while we wait for the night. I didn't pay my rent yet. It's kind of scary. A little scary. But I don't think they care so much. What's up, Ronald? Just a moment. What I really need is a new camera over there. But no, the dude has so many locations. I don't think he cares. He doesn't notice if the money isn't in his account or not. It's really interesting. Thank you, Overbro. I appreciate being the #1 fan. God, I want one of these sweet... God, I want one of these TVs. You guys want to see a $8,000 TV? I know. I actually had a bad dream that they came to my door and was threatening to hurt me. But I'm okay. What up, brother? Brother Biggie? We're just waiting for the night. Can somebody let the night know that I'm on YOUNOW waiting for him? He said he was good to go, but I forgot to message him when I was about to go on. And then how do I check if there's someone ready to guest? It's 12:22 right now. I want to check. Oh, you like that K-pop Friday? Thank you. I was able to attack it early on, so it worked a little better for me. Oh, shit. Let's see what they're promoting today. Pokemon. Oh, it's a new one. Yeah. Huh. No thanks. Yeah, I'm okay with that. All right, let's find a less noisy area. I know where I'm gonna go. What's up, Knight? Slide on into.
What up, man?
What's up, bro?
What's going on, man? We finally
Good.
face to face.
Hold on. I know face to face, but hold on a second. The headphones aren't working. Hold on.
No problem.
Oh, no. Oh, good.
Good.
Okay.
Hey, man.
What's up, dude? Hey, you looking pretty sharp today, man.
Man, I'm trying. I was looking like a hobo, so I couldn't have a
Yeah,
good
you
haircut.
look like last. You got a new webcam or what? Like,
No, you're breaking up. I lost you.
you got a new webcam?
Huh?
You have a new webcam?
No, it's still on my handy dandy phone right about now.
No, everybody, let me know. Akasan needs a new cam. I'm on my phone. This dude's on it. Like, I'm on my phone using the Wi-Fi. Yeah, Akasan needs a new phone. That's funny.
Yeah,
Dude,
I was
the skin's looking real clean. You're looking like DMX now, you know.
That's all your fault,
What's
man.
that
You
other
started that.
Really?
Yes.
That's funny.
Is it like DMX or
Remember-
Snoop Dogg? I'm like, what? Where's this coming from?
Remember Anthony, what's his name? Anthony, wait, no, what is the other guy's name who looks like Tupac?
Anthony Knight, right?
Yeah, right?
Anthony Knight.
Yeah. You guys aren't related, right?
We're not at all. Actually, a lot of people think that we are. Actually, and it's pretty funny.
I know
Cool
you guys.
too,
You guys. Yeah. You guys could start your own hip hop group. That'd be great.
I know, right? I'm not that good of a dancer, so maybe you can have some moves.
RWA, Reactors with Attitude. Right?
Wow, that's exactly. I got something to say. I'm standing up right now.
So what's been going on with you, man? Nobody's. You haven't been posting so much. I know you've been kind of busy. The people want to know, dude. You haven't been in the limelight recently.
I know, it's been a minute, dude. There's so much going on right now, and it's like when I try to, and then like, oh, I can't have the time. But I know they're getting on my ass hard. They're like, you need to come back to post at least more frequent. So I'm definitely going to do so because I do miss everybody. It's been a little minute.
Yeah. So what would you like in your personal life? Anything you can tell us? Like you've been have you just been busy? I know you were moving, right? Or
I did.
You can talk about. Yeah.
No, I just moved in to my new spot, and I actually love it. Because that Coney Island, for those of you who know, is fucking pain in the ass. So yeah, I just moved. So that was good. Got a new job as well.
No more GameStop then.
No, God, no more GameStop. Oh God.
So I know you probably you don't want to reveal it, but what type of job do you have now?
Right now I'm back in a place Bergdorf Goodman. So it's like a big old department store, like a Saks or a Macy's.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
You're doing like retail or what?
I am. Yeah, back in the retail job. And I'm actually doing some stuff with talking to a few people, hopefully seeing if I can get like the journalism thing up for YouTube. So hopefully that all goes down. I don't know.
Yeah, I know you were working. I've been thinking about you recently because of the YouTube space type of stuff that you were invested in and trying to do this in. I've been doing it a lot more myself, but I keep on thinking to myself, I'm like, God damn, did the night have to go through all this red tape bullshit? I've been going through a lot of that.
Man, it's literally ridiculous. Like, they assign you as, like the production coordinator, and that's your go-to and all that. So I'm like, okay,
right.
I'll talk to you. And there's like 50 other things you have to do. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't.
And you know what's even crazier? Like, I hooked up with a YouTuber, really, really big YouTuber here in Japan. She's got like 400,000 subs or whatever, and like we recorded together. We recorded like 3 or like 5 videos. They're all pending right now, and they may not even be released because we filmed them at the YouTube Space Tokyo. They need to look at it. They need to review it, and if they choose, they can be like, nah, don't use it or something like that. So I'm a little worried about that. It's been pending for like a few days now. It's crazy.
I know and that's ridiculous. There's a lot of obstacles with something I feel should be a little bit more smoother, especially.
I agree with you.
How they pitch it, and they kind of make it seem one way, but then once you get the ball rolling, it's like, wait, this is the complete opposite of what you guys told me, Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
It is kind of funny about that. Yeah,
it is.
And I'm sure it's even more strict for you over there, because I know over here in Japan, if I want to make an event, if I want to do an event, I just have to have 50,000 subs. 50,000 subs. But when I was checking LA, the YouTube Space LA, you need 100,000 to make anything really happen for an event, which is kind of understandable, I suppose. Yeah,
they don't play out there, so I imagine everything's like just amped over there in LA.
Right.
Fair, like you said, is the 50. But I believe at 15,000, you can start getting the space. But at 5,000, you can register to be a part of it. But at 15, you can start using the space.
Yeah. And see, my bigger problem actually. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do like a meet and greet. My plan right now is to go to LA in August to go watch Suicide Squad, instead of going to Korea or whatever.
Yeah.
I get Suicide in Japan. Japan gets Suicide Squad like a month later, which isn't too bad, but for me, I can't stay off the internet for like a month, so that's
True.
impossible. So yeah, so I'm planning to fly back to LA, do some collaborations or whatever, but mainly to see Suicide Squad. Who's the Marvel fanboy again? But sides.
No, that's my
So-
most anticipated film right now, man. I understand.
Same as me, dude. It's funny how you and I, we both think very similar, the same way about that. It must be the Dark Knight Batman connection, because I feel that the Suicide Squad is like probably the most realistic. Or I shouldn't say realistic, but it's like the most closest thing to the Dark Knight, I guess. Like kind of hyper realistic feel, and maybe that's what attracts us. I don't know. Maybe it's just
sure.
Harley Quinn. Who knows?
And well, that can definitely do it. I mean, she's not a bad boy neither. But no, that's just David Ayer though. It's like all his movies are Fury, and they just have that grounded reality to it. So bringing that to a DC property, yeah, that's gold for me. So
I am trying to do like a meetup event at the YouTube Space Tokyo in LA. I figured, shit, that'd be the best place for people to meet up or whatever. But like, there's such red tape I got to get through, and I got to make sure at least I get to 100,000 subscribers before August, and then after that, I think it opens up to space and whatever. But there's like all this red tape that I think I have to attend an event. I'm like, wait a second, I'm only flying in for like a week and a half or so. You guys can't just you
gotta
do it
show face, man.
Right? You guys can't transfer my credits from Japan, the YouTube Japan space, right? But I don't know. We'll see. If not, I got people at Warner Brothers that would probably give me some sort of space or whatever to do a meetup. Who's the Marvelite fanboy again? Come on.
Exactly. No, and they work with you, man. Especially if they know and you rep them out. Exactly. So. You gonna hit up Ryan while you're out there?
Huh?
Are you gonna hit up Ryan while you're out there?
I hope so. If Ryan will pick up his fucking phone, yeah. Like I messaged him like a few times about that, but if not,
Greg.
Greg, right? We should say Greg. If not, Gabby is down. Veronica is already aware. Tyrone, if he's out there, I know he's moving to LA. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that or not, but I think he's mentioned it a few times. Oops. But he's planning to move to LA, and we've talked about it. So he knows. He was like, yeah, dude, if he's out there. And then I already let Cooley know my schedule is, because originally my plan was to get at least some of us all together or something like that to do like this big event. But then after recent events, I was like, God damn, I got to pull back and stop trying to do everything for other people and stop trying to do everything for the community and start trying to do more things just for me, my fan base, and, a few collabs here and there. But, I don't know. It was just something like that. Just last couple of months, I started realizing I need to kind of focus more on just getting an identity for my own channel, opposed to always trying to do things for other people, so to speak. Does that make sense?
No, of course, and that's something I struggle with for a bit with the channel as well. Like, and especially when that whole reactor hate shit was going on, it was kind of like, how do I? Yeah. Well, yeah, I shouldn't say like it's gone anywhere, but trying to find what directions could I bring the channel, what new could I do, what could I bring. So yeah, I completely understand that, man. Because if you don't, you feel like you're stuck, and that's no fun for the channel.
That's true. That's true. And I think it's just something I think not just for all reactors, but just for YouTube creators. The more and more time I spend at these YouTube spaces, the more I realize that I have these kind of latent abilities or other videos I could make. For me personally, I just don't have the people around me at the moment to make those videos, like, skits and dramas, like, the kind of stuff that I see you doing. I don't actually have those kind of people around just yet, but I can definitely, in time, I hope to find them. And luckily, through people like Dante Carver, I don't know if you've seen, but he's probably the most famous black dude out here in Japan. I've been doing a lot of videos with him, and he and I have. Okay, he and I have been having a lot of meetings with directors and things like that. But as you can imagine, when you talk to these directors, they're like, dude, I love your channel. I want to work with you, but I'm also backed up until like the next 2 years or something like that. So that's the other issue about, hopefully in the next 8 months or so, that director will free up because he has an idea of something he wants to do. It's kind of animated, but how it is, how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how that should go.
So are you living by yourself now, or you have a roommate, or what?
No, I have roommates. Oh God, living out here by yourself in New York, you got to be a millionaire for that shit. But no, I have roommates.
Or a YouTuber,
yeah.
Or a YouTuber with over 1 million subs, profitable.
Exactly, or PewDiePie.
Profitable.
Everyone.
Or PewDiePie. PewDiePie probably has a few apartments out there, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
This fool comes to Japan every once in a while too. Like, I've noticed that. He'll drop a Twitter. Yeah, he'll just drop a tweet and be like, "Yo, I'm in Japan. What's up, bro? Fist?" I'm like, "Yo, what's up, man?" So,
but
that's cool.
PewDiePie Arkansas collab, that'd
right?
be awesome.
Dude, you know how many people would love to collab with them, but yeah, that's a whole nother deal. But so the roommate thing has been going good or so?
Oh, it's been really good, man. It's
good.
Like I said, Coney has been jumping back and forth between a roommate and not. A lot of flimsy stuff, but now these are really close friends. I know them, so it's nothing I even have to worry. So
good, yeah, because you were having some issues before. I don't know how much you want to talk about that, but I know you were going through it back in for the last couple of months and such in your relationship.
Understatement.
I understand. I understand the situation. I guess I'm not going through. I'm not going through the same thing, but I think the bigger issue I have seen is the I've talked about before, but just basically just the sacrifice of, like, it's either like you already have a predetermined relationship with your channel, depending upon how much work you put into it, and it's kind of like, I find myself always choosing between the relationship I have with the channel, the time I spend on the channel, and the time I could spend with a significant other, and I think it takes a lot of patience. It's crazy. Yeah.
It is, and that's another reason why, like, I haven't been posting as much, because, like you said, you want to dedicate all that time and the energy into the channel and things like that, but when so much outside personal life, like, kind of interjects with that, it really kind of cuts that back drastically, and that's where you kind of jump, like, okay, what do I have time for, this, or, oh shit, now here's
right.
This
and not just that, like, how important is it really to spend time, like, with your channel? Like, you want it to be a success, but there's no guarantee in that, because at the same time you could be losing out on someone really special. So that's a whole nother problem there.
There's a lot of pieces in the puzzle, bro. A lot of pieces in the puzzle.
Yeah.
But it's up, so we'll see. Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll definitely see and such. Where do you see your channel? I guess what do you want to see happen in the next couple of months for your channel?
Definitely a more focused drive for the channel. I want to, of course, do the reactions, but not have that be solely the focus. I want to continue my skits. I want to do more, like I said, journalistic base of, like, on movies and, like, Collider, just reporting on movies, Breaking Scope, having fun, kind of doing stuff to kind of interact with the community and others. So I want to, that kid is having a great old time over there.
I know. I'm watching some kid get snatched up and shit. Like, I wasn't sure if you could hear it.
Sounds like he's going through it.
He straight up got snatched, teleported into his stroller. Hold on, I'm gonna move to another area. The beauty of broadcasting
with no child beating over there. But no, hopefully CPS. It'll grow, and yeah, man, that's kind of where I see it and want to get to. Hopefully, that's the plan.
I hope so. No, I think that's a very wise plan indeed. We can only do as much as we have the ability for, the time for. I'm trying to find another spot really quick.
No,
everybody's looking to talk to myself.
Life of a YouTuber. Life of a YouTuber.
Kind of no Wi-Fi, like especially with the time zones. That's the big issue. I'm like just trying to find the right time. That's basically so. What should we talk about next, sir?
I mean, what about you?
Actually,
I feel like
okay, well, I was going to ask you. You saw the roast. Wait, I think you reacted to the roast with your spot, right?
The newest one, the Dante one, right? I did the first part.
Right, me too.
I didn't do the second, but I saw the first part, yeah. But I didn't do the second.
I saw the second one, yeah.
Yeah, I watched it, but I didn't react to it.
I think Dante did very well. The first one I thought was well done, and what the formatting he was doing. Okay, I'm in the TV department now, so this might be noisier, but this isn't too bad. I'm gonna move from the stereo area to the TV section. It's actually a little. Everybody's staring at me, talking to myself.
See, that's the thing that we get it. I get that all the time. People are like, what the hell is this dude doing? I'm like, mind your business. It's all right. Just watch.
Yeah, but you know the real ability of that is the benefit. Look at people looking at me. For me, the biggest difference though is the fact that people stare at me anyway, so it's like whatever. Yeah, I'm in the projection area now. Projector area. Yeah.
The Force Awakens. Nice, good background.
Bro, like some of these look really damn good actually, like movie style. It's pretty damn cool.
That is really cool.
I could sit there all day. Yeah.
Exactly. This should be like your hosting spot for it now. You now should go to the theater.
Right. Like, Akasan's honest reactions. Welcome to...
Akasan's honest reactions on YouNow featuring Star Wars.
Bro, for reals, I didn't realize that projectors this good at this point. Damn. But the only problem with projectors is you gotta have your house be completely enveloped in darkness. Completely. Problem. So.
That is true. Yeah. But I hope you live in a basement or like underground somewhere. You'll be good.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
okay, maybe theater. This is good. I'm gonna pretend I'm investing in this fake cardboard television right here. I think nobody will bother me here. I'm black and a foreigner. Yo, speaking of which, I know you probably didn't hear this yet, but god damn, it's been bad for the brothers out here. It's about to get really bad in Japan because like some dude, some black guy who was a former Marine or military and now a contractor out here. This dude straight up murdered, maybe raped her, I don't know, murdered a Japanese woman. It's been all over the now because that's kind of unheard of. And so it's just like the moment I saw this, I'm like, pushing back foreign relations and black relations in Japan, and I gotta be. So I wore my extra my extra less sensitive, non-threatening tie today.
Appeal to the masses. Don't be a suspect. Be as much as
frustrating. It's that shit, dude.
Wow.
But
I did not know that. That's insane.
No, it's crazy, dude. Like, I feel like half of my time is always answering questions about dumbass shit black people do that doesn't concern me, but it concerns me. So
yeah,
it's like somebody does something stupid. I got to answer for that. Somebody that's stupid in Japan, I got to answer for that. It's really frustrating. Like sometimes some of my classes, I'm always answering because I'm American. I always have to answer for Donald Trump and shit. Like,
good luck
dude,
with
people have straight asked me like, how can America sit by and support this? And I'm like, well, don't believe everything you hear on the media, the way people portray a person, but there is a reason why some people stand behind him because he appeals to a group of people, not all of Americans, but a group of people. So yeah,
well, kind of sucks. You kind of the mascot, in a sense.
Mascot for reacting, mascot for YouTubing, it's yeah. I sometimes miss the days. Sometimes I miss the days when it was just me and my fandom, 100 fans and 100 subscribers, and that was it. I could just focus on that. But it was simpler. But I think at the same time, with great power comes great responsibility. I was trying to avoid that so much, but
there's no way. It's kind of a natural
with
build-up.
great sub numbers, usually comes great responsibility. I hope. Yeah. Speaking of which, did you see Civil War? Have you seen Civil War yet?
Ah, yes. I saw the greatness that was Civil War. Absolutely. Oh,
dude, that
my
was
God.
great. I loved it.
Dude.
I loved it.
Oh, I'm so mad I haven't seen it a second time in theaters. I've only seen it at home. Hopefully there's no people of the FBI watching here now. But but no, I loved it, man. I would say Marvel movies, I would have to say that's my number 2 or 3 right now. But it's fighting. I'd say 2.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on 2 or 3. I'm fighting between the Winter Soldier and the first Avengers. Like it's right up there. Like I think what's going to happen is it's going to be like 6 months from now, a year from now. What's going to how is it going to hold the test of time? I think that's what it comes down to. And with Avengers, the first Avengers movie, that will always be up there because you can never replicate that. You can never replicate the feeling of
nostalgia.
Just seeing the guys on screen for the first time. There's no way you're going to be like, even with the second Avengers movie, even with the third Avengers movie, it's seeing Guardians of the Galaxy. It's kind of cool to see them together, but it'll be nothing like the original feeling of that. That was unprecedented. Everybody thought that movie was going to fail. Essentially, not to rag on this movie, but basically the way BVS panned out is exactly what everybody thought Avengers was going to end up being, was throwing all the characters in together, a plot not working together, not syncing together. And it's kind of ironic that, and the plugs of building up for the other stuff. It's very interesting to see. Like that's exactly what everybody thought Joss Whedon was going to do. Ended up happening in BVS, I feel. So, did you see? Of course, you saw Batman versus Superman, right?
Oh, absolutely.
How did you like that movie? You had to cough.
No, I liked it. I did. I actually just watched it last night. Again, FBI.
This dude. You got that. You got that advanced screening, right? That special.
I did.
Warner Brothers sent you the special screening. I understand. I see how you roll out there. Yeah. That's how.
But I did. I would be lying if I said obviously I didn't see the faults and the flaws. But to me, it could have been a lot worse than what it was. I still enjoyed it. Entertainment-wise, I thought like it did have good beats to it. Some stuff was kind of like, all right, well, fine. But of course, the thing, and I know which is your favorite part, the whole Martha thing.
That is not my favorite part. That's the part. That's the part that annoys me the most. Actually, it makes me so mad to think that as time goes by, that's the main thing people are going to remember BBS for. Yeah. Oh
that is true. That is true. That is very true.
That's the frustrating
I didn't
part.
mind it so much. I don't know. I didn't mind it. You know, I felt like it was a kind of writer's way to kind of shoehorn, a conclusion. Yes, it was. Not the worst one. I've seen worse, but it was pretty good. It worked. It got. I guess.
For the record, I had no problem with the Martha thing. I thought it was dumb. But I didn't think it was. If of all points of that movie, I think that was like the least thing that bothered me. Actually, I was just like, okay, I actually, and I think you can agree with me on this one. I actually thought, while I'm watching this movie, I was kind of like, okay, people are saying that this is the best Batman we've ever had or whatever, and people were ragging on Christian Bale's performance. But what I thought was really funny, and you've mentioned this based on my own reaction, was the fact that, I feel Snyder and Affleck kind of used a cheat code in the sense that they gave him a voice synthesizer, something that no other Batman has actually done before. So it was kind of like, okay, you're portraying Batman, but you're also kind of cheating in a sense with the Bat voice by using a robot or a voice synthesizer. But what I thought was really funny was after the Martha scene, which again I didn't really care for. I didn't think it was like shocking. I thought it was kind of like a little hokey, but the voice thing was broken, right? And so then you started to hear the unsynthesized Bat voice, and it was like, "Why did you say that name? Why did you?" I'm like, wait, ain't this the same shit people are ragging on Christian Bale for? Wait a second.
They're gonna do that, and that's true. It's always gonna be, apples and oranges, compare. This is right, but then the same thing is wrong.
Right.
There'll always be that. There's no pleasing when it comes to adaptations of beloved characters like that. It's either
absolutely. Look at some one of my subs mentioned really good. He was like, back in the day, everybody was in love with Whedon. Now it's all about the Russo brothers. Everybody was in love with Nolan. Now it's all about Snyder. Not anymore, but at that time it was all about Snyder. So now it's all about Jeff Johns. So it's kind of like a fan once told me long ago that people are like dandelions. Fans are like dandelions. They just go with the breeze, basically. They go with the flow. So
that's not bad.
It sucks, but right? People's loyalty is wherever the wind takes them, basically. So they just dandelions, especially mass media, the masses just kind of go to whatever is hot, whatever is popular at that time. So, Tom McGuire was the best adaptation of Spider-Man. So I don't know.
It's true. It kind of goes with. It's almost like I want to say bandwagon effect, but it's kind of like you said. They just kind of go where the praise comes. They kind of go where what's hot now. They go with, and it's true. And I think at some points in life we're all guilty of doing something like that in the slightest. But when you kind of like just run with it, then it's kind of like, all right, are you really kind of coming up with your own conclusion and thoughts, or are you kind of just jumping on what everyone else is saying?
Right. I think it's a mix of. Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I think it's a mix of like sometimes taking over, and people just start repeating. God damn, it's noisy. Okay, people are just repeating what. Yeah, somehow I thought it was going to be the smartest idea to come to the home theater system to continue the broadcast. I don't know why, because I usually broadcast at this point at this area almost every time. But anyways, the point I was saying is like the fandom makes its the hype effect happens in. I think DC, and I'm just using DC or Warner Brothers as the most recent example, is that they, I think, are very good at creating a hype effect in getting the masses together, and they have the money to make that happen. I mean, you saw for the last couple of years what they were doing at the going to the conventions, really trying to build something huge, a momentum. I think they did a great job in starting the momentum. I think is a good point, but at the same time, it also made a very vicious and poisonous community, so to speak, between fans instead. Like, Snyder's taking shots at Ant-Man being the flavor of the week,
I remember that.
movie of the month, or whatever like that. Kevin Sugihara, not really hitting on Marvel, but basically saying that DC movies were edgier and grittier. And I think that, I understand why they would do that, but trying to differentiate themselves. But at the same time, I also think it sadly started making people hate each other, or like you couldn't, like they bought into these taking sides type of idea. Yeah. Whereas, and this is not really me siding with Marvel, but the Russo brothers straight said, look, the only reason we even have Civil War is because we found out that Batman v Superman was being developed, and Kevin Feige got shook a little bit. But here's the thing: in the end, overall, who could you say had the better product at the end of this year? I think critically and financially, that would be Marvel. So Kevin Feige got shook, and he put out a better product. BVS, whether people liked it or not, didn't hold up to a critical reception, and most would argue a financial reception as well. Yeah. So I think that's the bigger problem. The fallout from this, we'll see in the years to come. Hopefully, DC Warner Brothers can put out a better product in the near future. Hopefully, Wonder Woman will be good. I think Suicide Squad will be the kind of saving grace of the new DC universe. I think. Yeah, I'm hoping too. I really don't want it to fall flat. Yeah.
They took a huge hit, and Batman v Superman was successful in the terms of opening, but its kind of longevity fell hard. Like after that first week in initial views, it just went down, and it's a huge failure in that sense. And why I feel like now, hopefully Wonder Woman's good. Hopefully Suicide Squad kind of lifts that back up a little bit. And what has Suicide Squad going for it is the different taste and outlook, and it also has Batman in it still, which what people can say what they want about the movie. Ben Affleck, universally, everyone's like, that's one of the best things about the movie, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. So that'll bring him in, because that'll be the only thing continuously going over, in a sense, As far as critical. So hopefully that can give that push.
Now, do you watch the TV DC stories and such?
I'm feeling
Flash,
hard at
Arrow.
that.
Okay.
I do not. I want to. My roommate's actually trying to catch me up on the Flash. They told me that Arrow went down a horrible path.
Yes, it did.
I don't. So I don't know.
Yes,
and of course, seeing your reactions to it and everyone else's, I'm like, all right, well, sure.
Yeah.
But, no. What else? Other than Gotham, of course, I have to represent that. But Arrow,
how are you liking Gotham? Like, I was really into it when they had the dude from The Shield, but for me, it's just a matter of time and watching it. Like, I couldn't really sit and watch. So, how is it so far?
And of course, I'm going to take my fanboy biasness out the equation. It is a good show. The first season, of course, started off a little rocky. It was trying to find its footing. The second season, much better than it was. I like it. It's different. The different takes on the characters, the performances are pretty good. And I don't mind little Bruce Wayne, that Daniel, I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Whatever his name is, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, he's pretty good too. So overall, I like the show. Alfred's a badass, so that's always a
Are you watching it like with the intent that it's more like an Elseworld story? Or do you feel like it's closer to the lore of the canon canon, so to speak.
I wouldn't
Because
say
when I
it's
was
necessarily
watching it, I
close.
just looked at it like more like Elseworlds, and then I felt better about it.
It is more Elseworld because even like the timeline itself for some of the characters and just the continuity of it is like it's off a little bit, way bit for some characters. So it's like I do find it more Elseworld than more of the canon fixture. But I'm fine because they find creative ways to do it. It's not completely. Sometimes it's cheesy as hell. I'm like, that's dumb. But most of the time,
Let me ask. So recently, there's been a lot of discussion with the whole idea of like because there's two Flashes basically. It's kind of this weird feeling, and there's been a huge kind of outpour that the TV show Flash should have been considered for the Justice League movie.
yeah.
The dude that plays Professor Wills straight came out like a savage the other day, and like because Snyder basically said that Grant Gustin couldn't act or something like that, and said like we don't hire CW actors. Like it's not that way, but the way he said it, he was like, I just couldn't picture Grant in my vision for the Justice League. And but the way he kind of said it also made it sounded like he couldn't act or something like that. So people kind of got mad about that. So then the dude that plays Professor Wells straight up said, well, he's an actor. So maybe you just can't direct. That's kind of the way it made it sound like.
Damn.
He said no, like he wrote it. He said it in a way of like, look, if you have an actor can actually create. He can fit within the scene you create for him. Like that's he was praising Grant for that. Like if you give him a scene, if you give him the right role, he can play that role for you. As a director, that's your job. So he was kind of like throwing Snyder around. It was just funny. But
I mean, he's not a great director, though, so that's the point.
Right.
So that's a good
exactly.
point.
That's the point.
Can't argue that.
But what I was going to say was I kind of like the idea that there are two Flashes because I like the idea that going back to this multiverse sort of thinking. Hold on, I'm gonna move again because people are shopping around here. Going to the but so my deal is okay if we can have two Flashes, one on TV, one in the movies. Where's my Batman on TV then? Would you want to see a Batman on TV?
Absolutely. Or
right?
better yet, Netflix. I want Netflix. Have no hold bars, and if you're gonna do TV, it has to be on a channel that is completely known for its dark and gritty, like an FX maybe, or something that's a little bit more tonally appropriate. Like bring Batman to fucking CBS or nothing like that. Then it's like that's ridiculous.
I can see that.
I'd love to see it on Netflix if they do.
I mean, that's not a bad idea, actually. That'd be actually really cool if you could get it on a Netflix, like Daredevil, like you said. That would actually be...
I was going to say, we kind of already did with Daredevil, so I'm like that first season, I was like, this is a lot like Batman. But I was like, all right, I'll take it.
And now that Arrow has stopped being man, no problem. So for the CW to pull that off.
Yeah. So I was like, I hope so. And especially, do you see this the slate that Netflix is talking about bringing, like Blade and Moon Knight, and there was somebody else that they had, but they're talking about bringing those shows to Netflix.
I know that they're trying to put together like a Defenders story like that. I'd be down for something like that for sure.
Yeah, they just announced it. It's Blade, Moon Knight, and I can't think of the third one. Maybe you guys in the chat room can tell us. But I know it's Blade and Moon Knight for sure. And I don't know if Wesley's going to be doing it because he's been talking to Marvel for a long time about that. So I don't know. But that'll be awesome.
Let's get Tyrone in there. Be perfect.
Oh, Tyrone is Blade.
Or Tyrone as the next Luke Cage or something like that.
Yeah, that will be pretty hilarious.
He could play. Tyrone could play what are those green people called? They did the invasion, the secret invasion. What the hell? What are they called? Remember? God damn it!
The secret
Guys, help
invasion.
us out. Yeah.
Not the
Like for like a whole year.
the
Like
crow.
a whole year.
It's not the
The
crow,
Kree,
right?
right? Maybe the
Is it the
Kree.
crow? The crow or the Kree? I don't think it was the Kree. Maybe it was the crow. The crow, I think.
No, it starts with an S, like goblins and shit.
Yeah, I just read that. It's the crow, I think. Goddamn.
What the hell's their name? Oh my god, I'm blanking out. I can't believe it. Like, this, Spider Woman was like the queen.
Yeah, they had like the weird ass like bubbly chins.
Yeah. God damn it, Scrolls.
The scroll. Thank you. Yes, the scroll.
Thank you,
I know it was
people.
scroll something.
I just screamed that out in the middle of the the retail shop. Everybody was like, "What the fuck?"
They gotta get on the
attacking.
conversation too.
No, they fucking did. Like, and you know, right now, like Obama is coming here. All the world leaders are going on. Like, it's the G7 thing here in Asia, so security is really high. So I should not be going around screaming "scroll" like that.
Probably not. That would
Probably not. Right on, dude.
I don't want
All right,
to see
dude.
a
I'm gonna get.
back, man.
It must be really late for you. I'm gonna bounce. I gotta get back to work. I got like 2 more classes, and it'll be good. So thanks for hanging out with me so late, man. Yeah.
Man, thank you for having me, man. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah. So you guys, everybody, make sure you go ahead and fan the Knight on his YouNow channel. So when he does his thing,
Yes.
you guys can be notified for him, and we'll have to do this again sometime.
Definitely, let me know, brother. I'll be
All right.
there.
Sounds like a plan, man. Thanks a lot for hanging out, Knight.
Peace, no problem. Take it easy, guys.
All right. Take care, guys.
Peace.
And I am out of here as well. Peace, guys.